this is Bit Remastered Productions, and welcome to Bionicle the Game. I am your most glorious and efficacious host, Liam, and these are my awesome co-hosts, Joe Squared.
Oh god.
Damn you! It was a joke! But you did it! You went and you did it!
I really did it. I really did it.
Really did it, you maniacs! You fucked it up. You finally really did it.
So, not to be confused with the bullshit bullshit GBA version, this is the console version of Bionicle the Game. And
which is not apparently Legend of Mount Inouye,
because
I was very disappointed by as a child.
I pre-recorded all of this for Bionicle Media Project because I had to do a playthrough for them.
He's their Lord President.
And no, that's Solus Magna, but that's another story.
He's their regular president.
But yeah, so all of this has been pre-recorded. This is an experiment in post-play commentary, so we'll see how this goes. Thankfully,
no, it's not. I'm from the future, and I know that this works.
It's a very short game, so if it doesn't work, there's really nothing bad about that, because it's a very short game.
I was disappointed by that, too. I was expecting this to go take place across what was it, 3-4 years?
3 at the time, and it pretty well does. They just very heavily summarize it.
What?
Case in point, Galley single-handedly defeating the Borak Cow.
Yeah,
all 6 of them at once.
Yeah, she was pretty badass, but I don't think any of them were even close to that much badass, except maybe Kobaka.
No, well, no,
I don't think
maybe
is that
Takanuva.
badass.
Okay,
like...
Takanuva probably could have done it.
Takanuva was an idiot. He only beat Pterodax because he was good at Coley, and Pterodax was stupid enough to accept that challenge.
Well, I don't know. They openly admitted that this game was not finished, and you can tell from the early trailers of the game that you were meant to play. You were meant to play as the Mata, the other Mata, not just Tahu and Kopaka.
I like the trailers where they show you playing as Lewa.
Yeah.
And you can't do that in the game.
These models are terrible. Why am I the only person?
The Toa models are good. The Turaga and the Matoran, not so much. But this is just a pre-rendered cutscene. Wait till you see the models in game.
I don't want to.
And it gets worse the further the other consoles you play it on. I'm doing the Xbox version here, and I've just forced widescreen on it with hex code.
I played this on the GameCube. I know
the GameCube version has literal painted-on shading. It's literally painted onto the textures of the models.
Honestly, program shading tends to make the game form worse, so I appreciate that actually.
It looks like absolute shit though, and some details are missing, like Pakama is naked.
Oh yeah,
in the GameCube version.
Sucks.
Yeah, but
what the hell is with Galley there?
I don't know.
What the hell is with everyone here? I don't know what you're talking about.
But the only bad thing about the Xbox version is that it has some occasional graphical glitches involving the faces of characters, as will be terrifyingly apparent when we get to Pohatu's level.
Modelers,
quote unquote level.
If you're gonna mess up a curved figure that much, just do Galley like the toys did, and just make her just like the same as the other 5, but with a random piece stuck on her chest for some reason.
Right.
Hey, everyone had a piece stuck on their chest.
Yeah, but Galley had a different one because woman.
I guess.
Okay, you talk about women in You cannot talk about women in Bionicle without mentioning Roodaka.
Oh gosh.
She is just the absolute womaniest woman in the entire franchise.
Yeah, Lego's weird with tits.
Her set is very well built. Shut up.
Dat face.
No, that was no pun intended there. But literally, her set is very well constructed. You happy?
Oh yeah, Roodaka is a good set. They even found a way to give her high heels. For some reason, that's just awesome.
I loved it. She even has her perky butt.
Apparently.
Wait,
That
what?
is the only time you can say that a biomechanical robotic toy from Lego has a perky butt.
What?
Friggin', they have the Pohatu Nuva's climbing claw on her ass to make her butt more curved and larger. They give her a really thin waist, and they used Rakshi heads as breasts, and they gave her the Visorak claw as a ponytail with
I
the
saw a
two
mock
claws.
that was redesigned. She used, what? Either Zamor spheres or Midak spheres or whatever.
I've used Zamor spheres as eyes before on really large creations.
Oh, well, they were being used as breasts on this one.
I see. By the way, this is the only game, or the only thing in Bionicle ever, I think, where Hodo bugs are actually in any way threatening.
How are we playing a game from Lego and talking about boobs?
Because Lego
Only on Beaverhausen Productions, ladies and gentlemen.
Anyway.
And others.
Hey, look, a Nui Jaga that can actually touch the ground.
What color is this one?
Blue. There's a yellow one in the next cavern,
There should always be a yellow one.
even though the yellow one wasn't ever a set.
Oh,
It's
they
like
were
the
probably
sand
planning on it.
Terracotta.
They were probably
sand
planning on it. It might have
Terracotta.
been included with the sand Terracotta, yeah.
Yeah. But,
Because, you know, they apparently had figured that the Terracotta weren't good enough to put one per set, so they probably thought, well, we want to make the sand Terracotta, what can we do? The sand Nui Jaga!
by the way, Nui Jaga can so totally shoot lasers out of their tails. But anyway, if you haven't noticed,
I should start spriting that.
if you haven't noticed in this game,
Yeah.
light stones are like the coins.
Yeah, I'm
And
gonna
they've
do that.
introduced a non-canon mask, which I just picked up, called the
The mask of elemental energy.
Oh, you actually knew about
I love the design of this mask, but I have no idea what the hell it would actually do in... Okay, I just remembered it is canon.
Yeah, they
actually.
made it canon later on, just like they did with the Nova Blast.
I just remembered. It is like the most useless mask.
It was only used once in canon, and the only reason it was used was because it was part of a fan story that was used in a contest to be made canon.
It is a worthless piece of canon. I appreciate that they actually went as far as to make a canon explanation for a random pickup item in a video game that they didn't even like making.
Well, the Nova Blast went pretty well in canon, I'd say. Or back at this point, it's called the Nova Blast.
Like I said, I appreciate that they went as far as to make a stupid canon explanation for their stupid pickup item in their stupid game.
Hey, can any Toa... Okay, so any Toa could do a Nova Blast, right? Or is it just a new
no,
one?
apparently it's only Galley.
Apparently.
I'd ask why, but okay.
Well, I'm guessing it's just because it's only her level that it's necessary to be used in, because all the other Toa Nuva have specific gimmicks.
I didn't mean in this game.
No, any Toa can use a Nova Blast, yes.
Okay. Yeah, I think
By the way,
after I finish a few more projects I was doing, I might get started on that RPG I mentioned before.
What the hell is with those Nui Rama? And apparently the fact that Takoro is populated by Lamatoran?
Since it wouldn't be it would be difficult, but not. Yeah, I'm certain I could get help.
No, seriously. The Nui
I
Rama
guess-
looking completely different from any of the other Rahi in the game, and the fact that Takoro is populated by Lamatoran, even though in the screenshots from the beta they did actually have programmed in red Tamatoran.
I'm guessing it's something similar to, well, two different games, both of which you're familiar with. I think I read somewhere that Templar made a mistake making Takua's mask blue, but Lego ran with it because it fit very well with Takua's character.
Yeah, and I'm pretty sure they did have the whole Avmator in the thing written out by that point.
I'm sure they would have, but it fit very well with Takua's character that had been established. It fit very well with that bit of canon.
Oh yeah, he has the Chronicler's staff here, and that's the only time you'll ever see him with the Chronicler's staff, so take it in.
Yeah, I was just going to say, I'm surprised.
He mostly just left it at home.
I was very disappointed, you know, that they included that piece with the kick and aloe in later sets because they ruined its collectability.
Oh, shut up! I hate jackasses like you.
Oh, come on!
I don't mind.
Like, if it wasn't in that set, I would never got one.
You could easily get it off BZ Power.
I don't like exclusivity.
How? When did they give it out?
Well, again, even if nobody had it given to them from LEGO specifically, very few people had the Vahi given to them specifically, but I can grab one off Bricklink for $5.
I don't like exclusivity at all.
They had it as a Target thing.
Okay.
But they didn't have the Krogler stab. You're like one of those guys that is like, oh man, they reprinted Tour Guide.
Well, I don't care that much, but at the time I was just slightly disappointed.
Okay,
it was like, oh yeah, I got a Chronicler staff now, but this thing is completely worthless.
Okay,
I know it.
I am upset whenever they make an exclusive item and then they go back on that, but personally, I just don't like that stuff is made exclusive. I hate exclusivity.
Exactly.
But I do understand what it feels like when you have this exclusive thing that no one else has, and then suddenly it's mass-produced and everyone has it.
Yeah, I know. Like, okay, I'm gonna use Yu-Gi-Oh cards.
Well, it doesn't. Okay, it feels more like you're being cheated when they do that than it does.
She wants to talk about children's trading cards. This is important, Liam.
Oh. Fine. Okay, so I got this card called Wind Up Zen Mains or Mines.
There's the yellow one, by the way.
I know, I remember Zen Mains. I hate you.
Yeah, okay, so I got one in a pack, right? But it was in the same tin they reprinted Zen Mains. So I got one in a pack, and it used to be worth $100, but since it got the reprint, it's only worth like 30. I don't know what it's worth now, but it was at the time worth 30.
Why would they even include booster packs in tins that have the tins collectible card in them?
I don't know. I thought it was like the ultimate form of trolling. Like, yeah, you got a tin, but guess what? You would have got it anyway.
That'd be like including a legend. That'd be like putting 6 Legend of Blue Eyes booster packs in a tin that had 3 copies of Blue Eyes White Dragon in it. Like, what's the point?
Yeah, exactly. But anyway, that's exactly what...
Wait, Liam wants to talk.
No, you finish.
There was this guy, I don't remember, he was a kid, and he had 3 copies of this card. You needed it at the time. It was called Tour Guide of the Underworld. Basically, at the time it came out, it was worth about 50, but then its price went up because it was in literally every deck after the Xyz mechanic became popular, and it was suddenly $150 a pop. And then it
Lord.
So then this guy says, after it got reprinted, oh man, I'm sad they made Tour Guide get the reprint. And I was just like, fuck you.
Well, again, I'm not disappointed now, but at the time I was.
Like, that card was worth $150 and you needed 3 of them. Really?
But anyways, I was gonna say,
$150 to play Yu-Gi-Oh! Shouldn't play Yu-Gi-Oh!
I was gonna say, if any of you actually care to look, I would very much recommend just Google searching Bionicle the game, the Google image search, and you'll get a whole bunch of images regarding the early beta of this game, which looks infinitely better than what we did end up getting. That's not to say that this is terrible, but what they initially planned and what they already had made and removed for no explicable reason was just so much better. Like, as I mentioned before, they had Tamator and they had the village of Takoro.
Okay, the other games I was going to compare this to were Superman 64 and Sonic 06.
Oh yes, well, not quite Sonic 06, because Sonic 06 at least most of the levels in Sonic.
I was thinking of the demo instead of the beta.
Well,
I'm sorry.
No, even then. The levels in Sonic 06 were largely the same. They were just missing some random graphical effects. The levels in the beta of Bionicle the game are either completely different or entirely non-existent in the case of Liwamata.
I Google Bionicle game and all I get is Bionicle Heroes. There are a couple Bionicle screenshots here.
Bionicle the game.
I don't want to type the. I don't wanna.
But I don't know. It's just
Google
the
should
graphical.
know what I'm talking about. It should read my mind. Why don't we have that technology?
The graphics were better. The levels were better. There were more of the levels. Like
You're a level.
There was Onua Mata and Lewa Mata that were obviously at least partially completed that you can see screenshots of. And the only time you can actually...
Lego probably figured they should take Onua out.
You can only see the models of the original Mata in the game in the extras menu in their bios.
But like what I just said, Lego probably figured, okay, it would probably be bad luck if we let Onua Mata be playable in this game. We gotta take that shit out.
I'm guessing you're referencing Legend of Mata Nui.
Is Tahu right now fighting 6 Korok?
Yes.
Okay. Just
well, it makes sense.
I'm not
and they're shooting lasers!
But
Wait a minute.
And tornadoes of energy!
I just realized something. All of the Toa Mata, every single one of them had difficulty combating one Borok directly.
Okay, again, Gali single-handedly defeated all 6 Borok Cal in a boss fight very similar to this.
Okay. Did she have her elemental powers?
Yes.
Yeah, the Borok Call were shit, so...
It weren't that.
The only reason the Borok Call
I'm just gonna say this right now because
the floor with the Toa so easily was because they took away their elemental powers, and the Toa were lazy idiots and didn't know how to deal with shit.
I'm just gonna say this right now because the episode is coming to an end here.
No!
None of the Toa really have elemental powers in this game. They have that laser attack, and they all have the Mask of Shielding apparently.
Oh yeah, all of them. Well, they would all have it at the end of the...
Yeah, they would all have it by now.
But they don't have their gold
here
masks.
They would all have it. Anyway, that's the end of that, I guess.
Yeah, we'll see you in the next episode, guys.
Shut up, Liam.